Right, gents, start today's session with the introduction to assignment 2. I've emailed out your commented files for assignment 1. Okay, assignment 2 is now on the Learn UCS handing point, so I've put the brief up there, and I've got a paper copy for you here which you can have. So just to have a chat through that, this assignment is essentially a research assignment where I'm giving you a choice of 2 different topics to choose one and investigate. So it's assignment 2, issued today, due in on the 9th of December. There'll be a handing point for a draft halfway between, so 2-week mark, exactly the same format as assignment 1 in that terms. But you're going to investigate and critically analyse uses of power electronics for engineering applications. So these are other uses as opposed to the motor speed control use that you've already investigated. Grading criteria on the second page. A bit small. So I'm grading you in 3 areas. You've got your paper copy so you can see that, but you can investigate and analyse the operation of one chosen power electronics technology used in industry. Okay. The second upper box report analyses the operation of the chosen technology to an excellent level and is mainly relevant to the requirements of the given application. Okay. The second thing is you're going to critically analyse the use of one chosen power electronics technology for the given application. So you're going to analyse how it works, and then you're going to critically analyse its suitability for the application that you're going to apply it to. Okay. Excellent level of critical analysis. This is for second upper. Has been used to produce a presentation that analyses all the technical details of the technology and its use for the given application. And then thirdly is the standard thing, the overall presentation and referencing is how well is your work laid out, have you numbered all your diagrams and so on and done the Harvard referencing correctly. That's one point that came out of the, I can't remember whose it was, even if I tried, but there was a reference list that came after the appendices. They go first. One key thing for the Harvard reference is that it's an author date system, and the full reference should be in alphabetical order by author, not just in any order. There was some that were mixed, so that nobody didn't appear that there was anybody who hadn't attempted to reference properly at all, but it was mixed in the quality of it, I think is what I'm saying. So over the next couple of weeks, perhaps we can take a look at that where necessary and see if we can improve upon it. Right, so this is what I'm asking you to do. Requirements of this assignment are for you to choose one of the 2 further uses of power electronics that are outlined below and write a report that outlines and critically analyses the use of the technology for a given application. Overall word count for the report is 1,000 words. So you've got one thing to write about and you've got 1,000 words to do it. The way you proportion that between the tasks you've been given to do is entirely up to you. Okay? So, technology 1 is investigation and critical evaluation of an induction heating for use in bear and sleeve press operations. Okay, so when large bearings and sleeves are fitted onto shafts to an assembly, quite often you need to heat them up so that you can get them free to fit, and then when they cool down they become an what's called an interference fit for those that are not mechanically inclined. Okay, I don't have a full understanding of that terminology, but I do understand that if you warm a bearing up, that'll drop on a shaft, and then when it cools down, it'll be tight. That's my understanding of it as an electrician. Okay, this heating process needs to be controlled carefully to ensure the material of the part being heated is not damaged by the heating process. So I would be expecting you to have a little bit about that, where you've read something where somebody in that field is saying as such that, you know, that's got to be controlled so that you don't damage the bearing or the sleeve when you heat it. Because if you overheat things, you can damage them. Okay? For this technology, you are required to investigate the use of induction heating and critically analyse its use to answer the following question. Is the technology of controlled induction heating a viable option for preheating bearings prior to shaft and bearing assembly? Okay, so that's the research question you're trying to answer here. Your analysis should take into account the following specific application details. The bearing heating application requires close control of temperature so that the material of the bearing is not damaged. The system needs to be able to provide heating for a small range of bearing sleeve sizes. So you've got to focus on being able to provide close control of temperature, or how does this system provide close control of temperature, and is it good enough? And are there systems that can use induction heating out there that can cater for a range of sizes of bearing, for instance? Okay. Your analysis should focus on the following: a brief indication of how the technology works, indication of how close control of temperature is achieved, and a critical analysis of the suitability for the application given. So that's what you need to do should you choose the induction heating option. The second option looks somewhat shorter. Okay, that's the investigation of high voltage direct current, or HVDC for short, power transmission. For this technology, you're required to investigate the use of HVPT, high voltage DC power transmission, that should read there, with a view to answering the following research question. Under which conditions is the use of HVDC power transmission a viable option as opposed to the more widespread HVAC methods? Your analysis should focus on the following: a brief indication of how the technology works and the components used, an analysis of the advantages and disadvantages of HVDC transmission against the more widespread method of high voltage AC, HVAC transmission, a clear and critical analysis of where it would be advantageous to employ HVDC technology for wide-scale electricity distribution. Again, you've got 1,000 words to write about that. Okay, so the choice between those two is yours, and then you have the same general requirements as you had before. Okay, any questions? No? I look forward to reading some interesting stuff about either induction heating or HVDC, and hopefully a little bit about both of them. Hope at least one person picks each one of them. Okay? But the choice is yours.